We're excited about this. It was a knockout punch last night for the movie about Rhode Islander and boxing champ Vinny Paz. The movie, produced by local filmmaker Chad Verdi and his team, did not let us down. What did you think when these guys came to you and said they wanted to put a movie together about a guy from Rhode Island, and he had his ups and downs, he almost didn't make it, he had a horrible car accident? Were you all in, or did you were like a little nervous?
There was a moment just because Chad Verdi wanted to make the Blind Side version of this movie, which is definitely not what you're going to see tonight.
I recognize this bald head. I recognize you, Baldy.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do you think your mom and dad would think of if they saw this film?
You know what I hate about this movie? That my mom and dad are not here to see it. Exactly. Yeah, I just wish they were here to see it, because they were the proudest parents. You know, I got lucky. I got lucky to have good parents. You got to be lucky in life, you know. And a lot of what I did was because of my parents.
Vinny's larger than life. You know, his character is really infectious. There's a reason why Vinny was able to, you know, get on the microphone and sell these fights. I mean, he was a flashy dude, but he could back it up, and he was a warrior. You can't knock Vinny's heart. I mean, I don't think there's anybody who wanted it more than him. He would have rather fight than walk.
Why did you want to take this on?
It was in the works about 10 years before Michelle and I got involved and acquired the rights. I just think it's the greatest comeback in sports history. We don't get nominated for an Oscar if these actors don't win. I'd be disappointed. But that's up for you all to decide tomorrow.
What do you learn about yourself in something like this?
Well, for me, you know, playing Vinny was the biggest challenge in my life, man. You know, I always knew that fight training and boxing training was going to really push you to the brink of quitting and a failure. So.
You were on the Rhode Show last year.
No, I remember you. Yeah,
nice
I absolutely do. I didn't want to play my hand too in case I was wrong.
What do you learn about yourself when you do something like this?
Well, I think everybody out there can understand when you're at your bottom, and what's going to get you off the mat, what's going to get you believing in yourself again, trusting your instincts. Vinny had a halo on his head, screws in his skull, and 5 days later he was bench pressing and shadow boxing. And
Chad has been saying that you and Miles are probably, you know, maybe Oscar contenders. What do you think about that?
Yes. Yeah.
He's just going to chew his gum and just let it.
Chad.
If he doesn't win, I'd be so disappointed.
No. That's nice of him to say that.
No, this is the greatest role ever.
The great thing about this, and I just said this to some people downstairs that I knew when I was making the movie, is that you make a movie in Rhode Island 2 years ago, and here we are. Not only did we succeed in making the film after all the hard work that Chad put in and everybody, but it's actually being talked about as a contender for the Oscars. That happens so rarely.
And I'm sure being on the Rhode Show was kind of a highlight of, you know, you shooting the movie here in Rhode Island.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, elevated it like one notch.
It's on my reel.
Awesome. I think Aaron Eckhart's okay. I think he's a good guy.
I love him. I really do.
Oh, no, it's so good.
Even before this movie came out, and you hear names like Miles Teller and Aaron Eckhart, and we're like, all right, I like what they're doing. Let's see how this goes.
I sat right next to you for the movie last night. It was phenomenal. I mean, we all go through things in life. We all have things hurdles we need to get over, and this guy is proof that you can do it no matter what you're going through. I mean, he had the ultimate happen to him, and look at him, he was back in the ring. Amazing.
And I was telling you guys this morning, the fun part about it was, if you did live here, if you did grow up here, and you knew the story, was kind of seeing how it all kind of played out and seeing Providence in a whole different, you know, kind of different light. And I gotta say, I thought the accents were pretty good.
Yeah. We kept chuckling to each other. There were things we were like, look at that, you know, so you guys are gonna love it.
We did. All right, Bleed for This hits theaters nationwide on November 18th.